my dear friends, and welcome back to another video. So today we really have two major updates, and we begin with Damon Lindelof's 2025 Star Wars movie. So the other day, if you remember, Bespin Bulletin posted a Jeff Snyder rumor that the movie's gonna start production this coming year, with an expected release date of December 2025. They added that by the sounds of things, Damon Lindelof's film is the one Lucasfilm is banking on, because they believe Taika Waititi's film and the one by Kevin Feige might never even get made, and so it looks as though Damon Lindelof's movie is going to be the next Star Wars film. Well, today guys, we have some new information thanks to leaker Daniel RPK, who says he's heard that the next Star Wars movie is going to be set during the sequel trilogy, most likely after the Rise of Skywalker. He says some familiar characters from 7, 8 to 9 will appear, but it's a brand new set of leads, with a woman of colour as the protagonist. Now, as with all rumours guys, take this with a pinch of salt, but the information tracks with what other sources have been saying over the last year and a half. We've also had hints from the likes of Oscar Isaac and Daisy Ridley that a comeback was a strong possibility in the near future. Personally, I'm excited for a new protagonist and lead cast, and I'm happy for them to do more with this era if the goal is to give proper care and attention to a consistent and well-written story. It certainly is going to raise a few eyebrows that Disney is returning to the sequel trilogy if this rumour is true, given it was notoriously divisive and certainly disappointed a lot of fans. But similarly, a lot of folks enjoyed them, and those movies did make a lot of money, especially The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Overall, Disney made a total of $4.475 billion from a total $837 million budget collectively for those three movies, and they've often been accused of being tone deaf when it comes to listening to what fans want, both in the movies and TV shows. But in the same vein, returning to the sequels is something that's been hinted at for a long time. They put sequel trilogy Easter eggs in the Andor show and Obi-Wan, and not to mention the cloning projects in The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch, and we know what those are building up to. So in some ways, it's not too surprising, but for some fans, it might be a bit disappointing. But I see it as a new opportunity, the possibility to expand this era, flesh out some of these characters' story arcs, give us some new characters from the same time period, maybe with more expansive backstories and that kind of thing, but also give the post-Rise of Skywalker era a glow up, hopefully a well-written one. And so now, my dear Megalorians, we have an update for The Bad Batch Season 2. Some more reviews came out, including someone who put a massive spoiler in theirs, so here is your spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear this information, then turn away now, but otherwise, let's get into this. One reviewer noted that Grogu is mentioned at some point in Season 2. No context is given as to why, or where, or even if it's someone we know who mentions him, but they're adamant that we will hear one reference to our little green friend. They also noted there are two other Jedi who make an appearance in the show. One is Gungi, and the other one is unknown. If they mean Force user more generally, then maybe Ahsoka, but I suspect that maybe it's going to be someone like Quinlan Vos. In the Kenobi series, he was confirmed to have survived Order 66. Or as I put forward in a separate video, it could be Luminara and Julie, because we are returning to Kashyyyk. Now, Grogu appearing in The Bad Batch is something I speculated about ever since the first season, and considering Mount Tantiss is now in the picture, I wouldn't be surprised if he was taken there by clone troopers at the request of Granddaddy Palps. What do you guys think? How do you think Grogu's going to play into it? But I should reiterate, it's just a name drop. This person also mentions in their review that the final episode of Season 2 is going to be about Omega being saved from the Empire, so I do think they capture her, and maybe in trying to save her, one of her brothers falls. So share your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, and if you want more videos not found here on YouTube while also helping to support the channel, then click the link down there in the description. But until the next one guys, may the Force be with you always.